wax fade fast, that's what we do. Organic and clean, glow coming through. From baby soft to granny's grin, real relief starts deep within. Shea-Mergency, trust the healing. Wait and see, will help you feel the shea.
Hey y'all, it's G with Shea-Mergency, and today I'm going to come to you to help you make a jelly bean lotion. Jelly bean is a scent that I have always loved, that I have not yet been able to incorporate into my products, but I think that you'll love it. Valentine's Day is coming up. It's something that's fun you can do with the kids, or it's something that you just might like for yourself because it smells so sugary sweet. So the purpose of my videos is to show you how to do skincare at home, homemade, organic skincare, so that you can begin to take care of your skin the healthy way and not the synthetic way. Number one. And number two, if you desire to do handmade skincare at home, I'm gonna show you how to do it right here in the kitchen. Right here in the kitchen. You feel me? Because when you do it yourself, first of all, you can add your own flavor to it, right? And you can make it, unique to you, and you can also, it helps you, be able to enterprise and go out there and sell, whether you want to just supplement your income or whether you want to completely create an entire business and empire on your own organic skincare, and just in the organic skincare industry. I'm here to help you do that. So we're going to get started. I'm going to show you the ingredients. I'm going to show you how to make the product, and I'm going to show you the ending product. And then you're going to enjoy your own jelly bean lotion from scratch. So the first things we're going to do is go over the ingredients. And I want to say this though. I did get this recipe off of Wholesale Supplies Plus. I will show you, this is the recipe. I wrote it down for you. So if you want to screenshot it. A lot of the things I got was when I first started Shea-Mergency was through Wholesale Supplies Plus, Soaper's Choice, Nature's Gardens. I just looked at different Brambleberry. I looked at different websites and I began to formulate from there. And then I just, my very first butter, I went to Wholesale Supplies Plus when they were open as a store. And you could actually go in and physically touch everything and, put your own things together. And it was beautiful. And I just, prayed about it, and I put my own different butters together. And I began to formulate in my very first butter, which was Shea 10. It still is my top seller. It's one of my top sellers. It's amazing. So I just want to tell you that you can go to these different wholesalers and begin to use their recipes and put in what you want to put in. So just like, for instance, in this recipe, it calls for macadamia nut oil. I don't use macadamia nut oil. It's just not something I ever really gravitated to. I've used it before, but I don't really, use it. So I am, in place of that, using sweet almond oil. Because for me, I like sweet almond oil because it's nutritious for your skin, and it's also not very thick, so you don't get that heat. You know what I'm saying? From really, really thick oils. So we're going to go ahead and go over the ingredients so that you can get started. All right, so the ingredients from top to bottom for this recipe is going to be, I got my fan going because menopausal and I get hot. Nevertheless, you're going to need 0.48 ounces of water. And I just want to encourage you as I go through these that if you're going to start a business, then you are going to want to incorporate everything into grams. Just FYI, we'll do grams and stuff later. But right now, we're just going to go over the ingredients. 0.48 ounces of water. Oh, let me tell you this. So the recipe calls for distilled water. You can do, and I'm going to tell you the difference, and you make the choice. It's your decision. Distilled water versus boiled water. Distilled water versus boiled water. Distilled water, it takes out all of the bacteria and all of the minerals. Boiled water takes out all of the bacteria, but it leaves the minerals. Oh, and I left the list of minerals over there. Give me 1 second. All right, let's go over what's in water. What's in water? Calcium, magnesium, potassium, sodium, and there are trace elements of iron, zinc, copper, and fluoride. So I'm going to leave that to you. You can decide whether you want to do boiled water or distilled water. but it calls for 0.48 ounces of distilled water. It's up to you. Okay? All right, so we got the water. We're gonna do, this is my wax. And you can get wax off of any of the websites that I provide, whether it's Soper's Choice, Wholesome Supplies Plus, J. Edwards, Nature's Gardens. You can get wax anywhere. Just look up wholesale wax. That is e-wax. So you need 2.55 ounces of e-wax. You're gonna need 1.25 ounces of fragrance, and this is my jelly bean fragrance from Nature's Gardens. I've had it for a very long time. Like I said, I haven't been able to incorporate it into a recipe just yet. I'm working on it. That's why I'm making it for me, so then I can like get my family, you know, and let them try it out and see what they think. All right, and then it calls for macadamia nut oil, but I'm going to use sweet almond oil, and it is 1.9 ounces of sweet almond oil. And hempseed oil is 9.6 ounces of hempseed oil. I love hempseed oil. It is so nourishing and moisturizing for your body. All right, let's see what else. Cetyl alcohol flakes. I got these from Wholesale Supplies Plus. That's their brand name, Crafter's Choice. So this is 0.65 ounces of cetyl alcohol, which is here. And then vitamin E, 0.65 of vitamin E oil. See how thick that is? It moves very slowly. Super nourishing for your skin. And then you're gonna need preservative. This is the preservative I use. The recipe calls, it's called phenolhexanol. That's the one that I use. I gravitate towards that with pretty much every recipe. I can't remember the preservative that the recipe calls for on Wholesale Supplies Plus. I think it's Optivin. I'm not sure, but you can go on there and you can check wholesomesuppliesplus.com and you can use their exact preservative. Preservatives are important in anything that uses water because germs are in water. I don't care if you boil it. I don't care if you get it distilled. I don't care if it's sterile water. Germs are in water, honey, and they traffic in water. And so to be safe, you want to put a preservative in there to keep yourself from, you know, to have germ-free skincare products. Okay? Simple as that. All right, y'all. So I already have the hempseed oil prepared. I'm going to put the hempseed oil, the wax, I'm gonna pour all this in there. Oh, you can see it. Okay, I'm good. Put all this in there, and then I'm going to melt this down. That's the wax. I'm gonna put the sweet almond oil in there, which is here. And you want to get you a spatula. I just don't have one right here, so that you can get all your oils out, honey. Don't waste no product. I don't believe, you don't believe in wasting product. We don't waste product over here. All right. And you also want to put in the cetyl alcohol flakes. I'll put all that in there. The waxes, the flakes, and all that help it to have, you know, that gel consistency that you have with lotion. All right. So we're going to take this and we're going to put this in the microwave. I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, so we're going to get this out the microwave after about 3 minutes. That's normally the time that I use to melt down the waxes and oils. I'm going to use a rag. You could use a pot holder. The reason I use a rag is because this glass is going to be hot. And you need something that's flexible but thick enough, because the pot holders aren't always flexible and you don't want to burn yourself. All right. So as you can see, it is completely melted down. There is no more wax in a solid form in there. And you want to make sure that it's completely melted down, no more wax in a solid form, because if you don't do this at the right temperatures, I promise you, your lotion will be very hard. It will be challenging to formulate. So just make sure it's melted down. And you know, microwaves, they vary. depending on, I guess, the brand or whatever, but just make sure it's melted down. That's my tip to you. So you're also gonna need a stick blender, right, to emulsify your mixture. All right, so what you want to do, my water is already warm. You want to make sure it's, matter of fact, you know what, I'm gonna warm it up. I'll be right back because it's been sitting here for the 3 minutes. I'm gonna make sure it's nice and warm. You kind of want to make sure that your water is pretty much the same temperature as your oils so that it can, you know, blend together easily. Okay, so y'all, I warmed up my water, ready to go. And you're going to add the oils and the wax mixture into the water. And I'm gonna do it camera, you know, at the height of the camera so that you can see it. But I want to make this note. Make sure, excuse me, when you're doing this mixing, that you do it fast. Okay, you don't want to let it sit and wait for 1-2 minutes, because you're gonna have to melt everything back down and start all over. You want to do this step quickly. Oils into the water quickly. Emulsify. Okay, I want to make that very clear, or you're gonna have challenges once again making your lotions. So make sure they're at the same, pretty much the same temperature, and get it cracking. All right, so we're gonna mix the oils and watch how it becomes opaque. It immediately becomes lotion. Y'all get excited. I'll be so excited about it. I just love formulating. I swear, y'all got, there's so much that's gonna be coming from Shea-Mergency. It's crazy. All right, so I'm gonna mix that up with a stick. I just want to show you real quick what that looks like, if I can. I don't want to spill it. It's just so creamy. It's creamy even right now. So, hold on. I'm going to get a spoon so you can see how creamy it is. Okay, so I have my handy dandy spatula. And I just want to show you how creamy it is. It's nice and creamy. And right now it's very thin. But as it cools off, it will thicken. I promise you, it will thicken. I'm going to show you that. So I'm going to start stirring it with the spatula, and I'm going to emulsify it with the stick blender. Move that further closer to me. And it gets even more opaque. So I'm not able to show you that on the camera this time, but I will make sure I make an overhead camera next time. But it gets even more opaque. So it started out that yellowish color with the colors of the oils, and as it begins to mix together with the water, it becomes more opaque and more of a white color. So mix that up. And it looks creamy, like you can eat it. So you just want to mix it. See how creamy that is? It's literally sticking onto the blender, right? The thing about lotion that is so wonderful, you can twist that right off on any of them. It's so wonderful is that if you want it to be thicker, you add less water. If you want it to be thinner, you add more water. It's at your discretion. This is why I love homemade products, because you can do what you want to do and be just as creative as you desire. It's so wonderful. So this is the lotion right now, and see how hot it is. So you're gonna let that cool off. As you let that cool, it is so beautiful. See that? It's so pretty. I love skincare. I just love it. So you're gonna let that mix up and let it cool. That's what I wrote down in the notes. I always want to make sure when you do a formulation, you always want to do this, and you want to write down exactly what you use. So for instance, that macadamia nut oil, I would cross that out and put the sweet almond oil, because you don't want to forget, because sometimes you will make a formulation and then you're like, oh my gosh, this is amazing, and you don't have it written down and you forgot everything you used. So please don't forget. I don't care how tired you are. I don't care how much you think you're going to remember. Write it down. Exactly what you do each time. Don't say I ain't tell you. All right, so those are the ingredients that I use. This is the results that I've gotten so far. And you want to let it cool down to 176 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't have my little thermometer, but you can buy one at Walmart. Lowe's is my favorite store. Go to Lowe's and you can figure out, or you can just let it cool to touch, to where when you touch it, it's not warm at all. Okay. And then you want to add your vitamin E oil, and then you want to add your preservative also. Okay. You don't want to add them before, because vitamin E oil, it can break down really quickly in heat, and you want to have, I got the already creamy. Ooh, that's beautiful. You don't want to have the vitamin E. You want to get all of the benefits out of the vitamin E. You don't want them to break down and disintegrate, because what's the point after that, right? So you can add, though, in this process, your fragrance, which is the jelly bean fragrance. You want to mix that right in there. Like so, like that. And Thomas Brown got everybody saying like so, like that. It's hilarious. Anyway, you want to mix that in, and oh my gosh, you could just, it smells, I love this scent. I don't care what nobody says. I love this scent. I absolutely love it. It smells just like jelly bean. Sugary and sweet. It smells so good. So all of the little girls at the church or at the school or whatever, you can literally make them this lotion. Yay! You can make them this lotion for Valentine's Day. This is a wonderful Valentine's Day surprise. And not only, this is what I love about handmade products as a gift, is that it lasts. And they will always, every single time they use the lotion, they're gonna remember you. Remember that time Miss So-and-so gave us that jelly bean lotion, and then she said she made it at home. I wonder if I can make mine at home. See how this just keeps going and going and keep blessing and blessing. That's why I absolutely love this business that God has given me. It is amazing. So you can make jelly bean lotion for your students. You can make jelly bean lotion for your students at church, at school, or wherever. You can make jelly bean lotion for your coworkers. You can make jelly bean lotion for whomever. And don't forget, Shea-Mergency taught you how to do it, right? So that's the creamy. See, it's starting to solidify. See how thick it's getting right there at the top where it was just sitting in the lotion? It's going to get really thick. And so I'm going to come back to you and show you how thick it is. I'm going to add the vitamin E, and we're going to add the preservative and go over the labeling. And we will be, look, see how thick that gets already? Just in the time that we've been talking, it's already solidifying. And I'll show you, oh, I didn't do it that time. But yeah, I'll come back and I'll show you the end product, and we'll add the vitamin E and the preservative, and then we'll be done. And then you can go on and sell it, make it, do whatever you want to do with it. Baby, the world is yours. Deuces. So I want to know, as I clean up while I was waiting on mine to cool off, you can always put this in the refrigerator. You can use plastic wrap, or you can use aluminum foil. If you do use aluminum foil, because aluminum foil will keep the heat in there, you want to just make it loose, but you want to make sure nothing gets in there. And you can just put it in the refrigerator. You want to put it in the refrigerator so that it can cool down to the 176 Fahrenheit, or you could just let it cool naturally, which is what I like to do. I like everything to kind of be as natural and as most natural state as possible. And then you can finish adding your preservative and your vitamin E. Okay, I'll be back. Also, while I clean up, I want to make note of these two things I love with all of my heart. You hear me? Oh, wait, one more. And this thing. Yeah. Yeah. Dawn is the best degreaser that I have found yet. You don't want that clog. You don't want the oils and the butters clogging your sink. You also don't want it staying on your containers. You don't want it, not these containers, but if you need to, wash your containers or whatever, you use bleach, not Dawn. Nevertheless, but like anything that you reuse over and over and over again, the pan, the bowl, those types of things, Dawn, best friend, I'm telling you. And then when you want to clean off your surfaces, here, right here. So I get all these bleach stains stuff on my clothes. Because I still haven't used common sense and take off my shirt. I always mess up my clothes. But nevertheless, these two things are amazing. I love bleach. When we went through the pandemic, it got watered down. I don't know what happened, but it's back. It's back. They back, right? And then these disinfectant wipes so that you can wipe off all of your bottles. I even wipe off the preservative bottles. Anything that you may pour into a mixture or formulation that could have dust, or if you have an animal, like any type of dog fur or anything like that, cat fur or anything on it, you want to make sure you clean this all the way down before you use it every single time. So I always get all of my ingredients out like I did earlier in the video. I wash them down or wipe them down with this, and if need be, this. And then I wipe all my counters down, make sure I do it, a couple times with this, and then you get started. And then afterwards, you do the same thing, okay? All right, so I'm gonna be as clean as possible. Another thing as I clean that I remembered is if you are going to be doing this for the general public, you want to make sure that you don't use the same bowls, pans, any implements that you use in your kitchen normally. Even though you may be able to clean them and bleach them, you don't want to use the same things. You want to get your own separate set of pots. You want to get your own separate set of spatulas, measuring cups, whatever it is, funnels that are specifically used for your business. Because if you're going to be selling this in any proportion, whether it's just to get a supplemental income or whether it's to build a big business, you do not want to introduce people to anything that you do in your personal family. People have allergies, and you don't want to take that chance. So you just want to make sure everything is completely sterile and only used for your skincare business. Okay, that is something that you need to do. Okay, please. Everything needs to be sterile and separate. Okay. All right, guys, I'm back. I retrieved my lotion from the refrigerator. It is lotion. It is lotion, as my brother would say. It is lotion. So this I'm using for my own personal use. So I don't have on gloves or anything like that, but you might see me touch it a lot because I love it. But anyway, this is lotion, and it still has a ways to go, but look how thick and creamy that is. There we go. Woo-hoo! That's lotion, baby. So that's lotion. See, it's warm, but it's not hot. All right. You want to get it to 176 degrees and add your preservative and your vitamin E. Vitamin E is really thick and really nourishing. See how thick that is? Really thick and really nourishing for your skin. You want to add that vitamin E in there. And you can just mix at this point. You've already emulsified the waxes and the oils together with your stick blender. That is the key to keeping lotion. And then you want to add in your preservative. Okay. Nice and clear, crystal clear. Not as thick, really kind of liquidy. And then you want to mix that up. At this point, normally I would stick blend it. I think I still might. Let me get my stick blender back out. And I'm going to blend this all in together just to make sure it's nice and blended. And then I'm going to pour it into the receptacles for you. Because it has a preservative, you don't need to put this in the refrigerator. You can use it like you use regular lotion. It's regular lotion. And then you can just use it like you can clean out a jar and disinfect the jar and then just use that jar. Or you can use a bottle and funnel it in while it's in this liquid form and not as thick as it's going to get. You're going to do it now while it's just a little bit warm, and then funnel it in the jar. So if you're using it as a gift, whichever one suits your fancy. If you have some already at home, some receptacles already at home, you can wash them out and use those. Or you can always order, you can even order, I believe, glass jars off of Amazon. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can. In probably 6 and 12 increments, and you can use them like that. So let me go ahead and stick blend this together, and then we'll go over labels. All right, let's Blend this together. So when you stick blend it together, you want to make sure it's already in the lotion before you start, or else you're going to have lotion everywhere. And I kind of just lift it, move it around. Make sure this mixes everything together. Ooh, coming off. This is an old stick blender. There we go. All right. All done with that. I'm going to let it harden up a little bit more. Actually, we're not. We're going to just go ahead and pour these in the receptacles. Lotion used to be the bane of my existence. It is such a great selling product. I promise you. This lotion is amazing. Organic lotion is just absolutely amazing. So it sells really, really fast. Super easy to make, but it's like the easiest things to make can sometimes be the hardest things to get produced. All right, so while it's in this liquid form, I'm going to pour it into the receptacle. You can use this one, the jar. It's up to you. However you want to market your product and use it, there you have it. Or you can put it in the bottle. I'm just going to use this funnel. Got it. There you have it. So you'll get, set that there. So what you'll do is you'll get, caps for these. I have caps over there, and a syringe for this that you can, a pump, so you can pump this out and let it harden, and then you put your label on it. So Wholesale Supplies Plus has a little video that shows you what you need to incorporate on your label. If you're selling it professionally. So you want to go to Wholesale Supplies Plus, and you want to make sure that you label your products professionally, because there are things that the FDA absolutely require for you to put on your products. You have to put your name, not your name. You have to put the name of your company, the address of your company. So if you have a P.O. box, I would encourage you to do a P.O. box. Some people just put their regular old address on there. I'm not doing that. I have ran into some weird individuals, and it made me thankful that all I had on there was my P.O. box. So I'm just going to leave it at that. It's up to you. You're an adult. You can do what you want to do. You have to have the name of the product. You have to have the ingredients, and you have to have the ingredients in order. So in order of how much you used, from greatest to least. Let's see. You have to have, I can't remember all of the things, but I didn't prepare that. I do apologize. Go to Wholesale Supplies Plus and look up label, what's required on the label. I will make another video to, inform you if you want to just come to my channel and see what you need to do in order to get your labels up to par. So you don't want to ever do anything halfway. I don't care what somebody else is doing. If they encourage you to just go ahead and do it like this. No, you want to do it 100%. And if the information is out there and you can obtain the information, why not do it? Why not do it right? Let's just do it right, y'all. So that is all. So that is all. I hope you enjoyed making the lotion with me as much as I enjoyed making it with you. And I hope this is a wonderful gift for you, or a wonderful start for you if you are starting your skincare business. So start your day the Shea-Mergency way. We do have lotion. It is formulated with our Shea 10 butter. It is infused into our lotions because our Shea 10 butter is amazing, So if you don't want to do it on your own and you just want to get it from Shea-Mergency, it's www.Shea-Mergency, SHEA-Mergency.com. You're more than welcome to get it from me, but like and subscribe to the channel. Keep in touch with the channel, because I will be giving you many, many, many more recipes and tips and hints of how I grew my company, or how I'm growing my company, and you know, just to help you so that you won't have to make the mistakes that I made along the way, and just to give you an easier journey. All right, start today Shea-Mergency way, and we love the skin you're in. Deuces. Real quick, y'all, I forgot to give y'all an example of how it works. So that's the lotion, and that is the result. Yeah, it's amazing. It feels so good. Look at that, and it smells amazing. This shininess that you feel is not greasiness. I promise you, it is going to absorb into your skin, and it's going to look amazing afterwards. It is literally creamy. It has a nice light viscosity to it, not sticky. It's just nice and light, but it's literally beautiful. What? Okay, talking about glass skin, baby. All you need is organic products. I promise you. You want healthy skin. I promise you want healthy skin. So there you have it. Nice and beautiful.
Dry skin hurts, we answer the call. Nursemaid care rescue for all. Cracks fade fast, that's what we do. Organic and clean glow coming through. From baby soft to granny's grin, real relief starts deep within. Shea-Mergency, trust the healing. Wait and see, we'll help you feel the shea.